Hello, boys and girls, and welcome to today's science lesson. Today, we're talking about new information. So we are talking about the differences in the day and night sky. So we're going to be talking about the sun, and we're going to be talking about the moon. So I can recognize the differences in the day and night sky. So today, the first one we're going to talk about is the sun. And we're going to read a really fun book about the sun. Okay. All right. Sun, 1 in a Billion by Stacey McNulty, illustrated by Stevie Lewis. Once upon a time, about 4.6 billion years ago, a magnificent and important star was born. And that magnificent and important star was me, your sun, with a capital S. Yes, I'm a star. Star, a massive and luminous ball of gas full of energy. 2, an outstandingly talented and popular performer. I fit both definitions. The Milky Way galaxy has over 100 billion stars. That makes me 1 in a billion. Or 1 in 100 billion. I'm not the biggest, so what? Not the brightest, who cares? Not the oldest, whatever. But I am the most important, at least to you little earthlings. I'm talking about you earthlings. Can you hang out for 8 minutes? That's how long it takes my light to reach Earth. Yep, I give you heat and light. You're welcome. I'm so important that Earthlings should name a special day in my honor. We can call it Sunday. Oh, wait. I'm famous for my heat and light, but I also hold our entire solar system together. Scientists call it gravity. What can I say? The planets are attracted to me. They must like me. And because I'm the center of our solar system, life revolves around me, literally. You got Neptune, a Neptune year. So an Earth year, let's start with that. An Earth year is 365 days, okay? A Venus year is 225 Earth days, so that's how many times it takes to travel around the sun. Mercury is 88 Earth days only, so that's like, Lord, less than 3 months. 3 months is how long it takes Mercury to go around the sun. Jupiter takes 4,333 Earth days. Saturn takes 10,756 Earth days. Uranus takes 30,687 Earth days. And Neptune takes 60,190 Earth days. Now, a lot of my kids, they always want to ask, and I can't do this math in my head. I probably could at one point in my life, but I can't anymore. So they always want to know, like, because that's a ton of days. I always want to know how many years it would take since it's so many days. So like Mars, that's about 2 years. So that's about 2 years. It's like 1.8 years. So like a year and about 8 months. It takes Mars to go around the sun. Then Jupiter, I'm using a calculator. I'm cheating. Takes about 11 years. Ooh, 11 years. Oh my goodness. Okay, that's about 4,000. Whoa, it's going to be huge. Saturn takes about 29 years. So that's about as old as my husband. That's how long it takes it to go around the sun. Uranus is 30,687 divided by, that takes about 84 years. That's older. That's about as old as my grandmother. Okay. And Neptune takes about 164 years to go around the sun. I hope I did that math right. But look, they go in all different directions. Sorry, I had to throw that in there. Usually my kids love it to figure out what that is. Those other stars are far, far away from Earth, which makes them look teeny tiny and not so important. I'm close, a mere 93 million miles from Earth. To an Earthling, I look like this. But to Neptunians, I'm 2,795 million miles away, and I look like this. If there were Neptunians, there's no known life on Neptune. But that's how the sun looks to us, Earthlings, and this is how he would look to Neptunians if there were Neptunians. Technically, I'm a yellow dwarf star, but I'm still a big, big deal. So, name, sun, type, dwarf star, date of birth, long ago, Milky Way galaxy. If I were the size of a basketball, Earth would be smaller than a grain of sand. So if this was the sun, Earth would be smaller than a grain of sand. You could fit about 1 million Earths inside of me. You could fit about 1 million Earths inside of the sun. That's how big the sun is. But you can't fill me with Earths because I'm hot stuff. Compare. A hot sunny day is about 90 degrees Fahrenheit. A pizza oven gets to about 700 degrees Fahrenheit. The orange-yellow flames in a campfire are about 2,000 degrees Fahrenheit. Me, I'm about 10,000 degrees Fahrenheit on the surface. I can melt diamonds. The sun can melt diamonds. Me, at the center, is 27 million degrees Fahrenheit. My goodness, that is hot, hot. Ancient Earthlings thought I circled the Earth. Can you imagine me revolving around Earth? And some might think that I sit in the sky all day and all night. But I got moves, baby. I'm spinning. And because I'm not solid, my middle moves faster than my top and bottom. So my top and bottom take about 36 Earth days to rotate. My middle only takes about 25. But don't try that at home. Don't try to make your middle spin faster than your top and bottom. I don't know if that'd work out so well. I'm not only important, I'm generous and good looking too. Check me out with sunrises, sunsets, northern lights, and southern lights. Sit back and enjoy the show. Sometimes I like to be mysterious and sneak away for a few minutes. Solar eclipse, but don't worry, I'm just behind the moon. While I'm astronomically bigger than the moon, 400 times wider, the moon is astronomically closer to Earth, almost 400 times closer. So even though the sun is much bigger than the moon, since the moon is so much closer to the Earth and the sun is so much further away, they look about the same size, but they're really not. It's just because the sun is further away than the moon. My neighbor stars have fancy names. Meet Proxima Centauri, Alpha Centauri A, and Alpha Centauri B. Me, I just need 3 letters. Give me an S. Give me a U. Give me an N. What's that spell? Sun. Sun, sun, he's our star, light and heat from afar. Please note, that's a capital S. I am important. He's a proper noun. The sun is a proper noun. Would you do that, cheer? Give me an S, give me a U, give me an N. What's that spell? Sun. Sun, sun, he's our star, light and heat from afar. Woohoo! I'm glad we have a sun. Not to hog the spotlight, but I've still got it. I'm the same hot, bright star I've always been. A stable star is a good star. You don't want your sun getting hotter or cooling off. That would be really messy. So, grab your shades, because it's important not to look at the sun. I plan to be in this biz for another 6 billion years. You and me, we've got a bright future together. The end. So that's all of our information about the sun. I think it's a fun book because it's a little bit different way of portraying the sun and knowing that he's all important and that he feels amazing and he should be treated as such because he is very important. So what you're going to do for your seesaw activity today is we're not going to specifically be talking about just the sun, but we're going to be talking about sun safety. So for your activity, you'll be going through and looking at and reading each of these sun safety posters, okay? So this one says, wear a sun hat, put sun cream on, so that's sunscreen, wear sunglasses to protect your eyes. Now, you wear a sun hat to protect your skin because the sun can have harmful rays that can burn your skin. Who has ever gotten a sunburn? I've gotten a sunburn before. It's usually when I usually get a sunburn is when I'm not thinking I'm going to be out in the sun, so I get sunburnt. But usually, like if I go to the beach, I wear a ton of sunscreen because Mrs. Cooper is very pale, very fair skin, so I have to wear sunscreen. But that's a good reason why to wear a sun hat and to protect the top of your head too. So like some of you who are really, really pale, when you go to the beach, if you don't wear a sun hat, you should probably put sunscreen up through like where your hair parts. I've had to do that before because you can get burnt right there. So it also protects your head. Wear sunscreen or sun cream. So that's like the lotion you put on to protect yourself from the sun's harmful rays. Wear sunglasses. So this is a big one. You never want to actually take your eyes and look at the sun because the sun's rays can hurt your eyes. So you always want to make sure you have sunglasses on. And even then, when you have sunglasses on, you still probably shouldn't just look at the sun. But the sunglasses help protect your eyes from the sunlight. Drinking lots of water. So this is like a summer safety activity, but think about it. The sun is really hot, right? So it produces a lot of heat. So if you're not drinking enough water and keeping yourself hydrated, you can get really sick. So you want to make sure that you drink lots of water because the sun is so hot. Stay in the shade. Another way to protect yourself from the sun, right? If you're in the shade, you have less exposure to sun and sunlight. I would still wear sun hats and put sunscreen on, but you can always stay in the shade. And then, so this is obviously a beach one, only go in shallow water. But, so yeah, these are summer safety ones, but these top ones, so actually probably whenever I post this, I'll probably only put it to this one, so you won't even see these. But these are like sun safety posters. Okay. So what you're going to do is you are going to watch this quick video. Okay. So it's about sun safety from the Minions. Then what you're going to do on this page is you're going to design your own sun safety poster. So you need to draw a picture of a way to stay safe from the sun. And then I want you to use the text box tool or the pencil tool to write in words to tell me or other people how to stay safe in the sun. So just like those other posters, they said, wear a hat. It had a picture of him wearing a hat. And then underneath it said, wear a hat. And you could say to stay safe from the sun. So that is your seesaw activity. Thank you so much for joining me today. I love talking about the sun and the moon and the stars and the solar system. Space is very dear to my heart. So thank you so much for joining me. I'll see you next time. Bye, boys and girls.